everyone, Indiana Jack here. Hope you are doing great. I'm doing good. Got my coffee here, my good old coffee cup. My first attempt at doing something live in this kind of a setup anyway. It's live on tape, I call it. Those of you who have followed the channel over the years, you might remember this video. And let's watch it. This is Manel, the guy that bought Old Red.
Just like you did. And I was telling you how well you took care of it earlier, so.
All right, well, thanks, man. Still appreciate that. Hey, one thing I didn't tell you, I didn't say you were going to get this. You're actually going to get some GoPro mounts. So, you got a GoPro camera?
Of course.
All right. We want to see some videos, you know.
Oh, man. I might have to take you up on that.
All right, well, he kept his word, and we are going to see the first time that he took Old Red out. You know what? That was 2 years ago. It has been sitting in Sacramento for 2 years, and he just decided to get the mothballs out and get it out and actually get it on the road and do a trip with it. So you're going to watch it with me live as we see Old Red, the truck that I drove for 10 years with you guys on YouTube. We're going to see someone else driving it and see what goes on with somebody else driving a truck that I once owned. I'm not going to do any more comments or anything. We're just going to get right into it. I suppose occasionally I'll stop and ask questions and talk to you about what we're seeing. But this is his channel, Keep On Truckin'. That's easy to remember. He really has a cool truck. That's his primary truck, a W9, and that's the truck that he normally drives. But he is driving Old Red just on this trip. I think he wanted to get the mothballs out, like I said, and find out what the truck can do. And he mentioned maybe getting another driver for it. If you want to drive that truck, I'm not offering this officially, but maybe he would hire you to drive Old Red. Boy, that would be awesome. If you live in Sacramento area, try to get a hold of Manel. Sorry, Manel, if that creates a nightmare for you. But let's get into this video. He's taking this on a trip, and we will watch this video live right here on YouTube. And let's see what he does on the trip, his first trip out.
Just load it up.
Wow.
Waiting on our paperwork. Shit, I don't know if I close the door. Let's see.
He's getting loaded here.
I think Sir England's gonna try that attempt. Wow. Hopefully this don't fall over. Well,
hopefully you can hear this. There she is.
Then we're gonna head down to the truck wash. So, set the trailer. Actually, I don't have to set the trailer brakes because I have this.
Wow. I noticed a code right away. You know, as a truck driver, I noticed a code on the dashboard. So, oh my gosh, that gives me nightmares right there.
Push the button.
See that code right there? Check engine light.
Back up, boys. That's it. All it took.
He's sliding the tandems.
Seal and the lady's coming.
Look at that IFTA from 2017. Those are my IFTA stickers still on there. I don't know how he's going to get away with doing this trip without IFTA. For those of you who don't know what IFTA is, it's how each state monitors how much fuel we use in each state, and then they tax us by it. So he still has the 2017 IFTA stickers.
We are as heavy as all heck. 42, 808, so 43K. We're going to Costco in Owatonna-ish. So, let's do our logbook. Logbook, and then put the paperwork away.
He has
Nope.
tape or something over the radio.
So we've been here
Still
for,
on paper lugs.
I don't know what time it is now. I don't really have a clock, but
Well, I want to go work for that company and work on paper lugs.
4:15, round down. We've been here for 1 hour and 30 minutes. It's not bad, guys, not bad.
I don't know how they get away with that.
So,
Huh.
Bill's away.
I hope we're not narking on him. Ah, what a familiar shot. That is not my shot. But you saw it many times. I get the tingly feeling, you guys. The thing about this shot is those things on the truck on the side that block the air where the camera's mounted. It would always vibrate, and I was never happy with how much it would vibrate. A big shout out, by the way, to Jacob and Travis in Illinois, who used to be kids, and then they grew up, they got their CDL. Now they're actually trucking, and the reason I'm mentioning them because they liked this truck and were huge fans of Old Red. Now that Old Red is not cool anymore, I don't suppose they are still fans, but you know, they have their own trucks, so they're out there trucking, and a shout out to them.
For the simple fact that I just seen a car hauler go in here, and if he's getting his car hauler washed, oh, they do have two bays, alright. I washed my truck here before, but I just forgot, so. But,
Getting his truck washed,
yeah,
or his trailer washed out, one or the
I'm having
other.
a hard time.
I'd like to see him get a
A harder
microphone.
time turning this than I am my my W9. It's crazy.
I've always heard it's harder to turn a W9 than a Volvo, but I mean, now he's driven both, so that's his opinion.
Well, at least I'll be next to him.
I have never driven a W9.
Okay, wherever I go, I'm third, however you look at it. Or fourth. Well, what are you gonna do? We'll wait it out like a good boy.
A story while we're waiting for the wash.
So with
When he drove the truck,
this one, we're
let's
headed
listen.
to. Honestly, I don't even know if I mentioned it, so I'm just gonna cap on it. Headed from Corning, California to. I I can't remember the name. I'll tell you right now. It's such a stupid name.
Ottawa. Not Ottawa, but you mentioned it earlier.
Watana, Minnesota. So it's between Albert Lee and Minneapolis, I believe. Delivers on the 8th. Today's the 4th. We have. Let's see how many miles we gotta go. Owatonna.
Don't worry, everyone in the audience will tell you the correct pronunciation. Right?
From my location, 1,920 miles. Round up, 1920. So that's an hour, a day and 3 hours if we drove straight. So we're not gonna do that, right? Just like, no, so we got 4 days to get there. I did put in, 3.5 days to get there. I did put in for Monday delivery a request. It's Costco, so probably not gonna happen, but if it doesn't, big deal, we're not losing anything. But a day, we'll start fresh Tuesday and go from there. But for now, let's get this truck wash here, Blue Beacon in Corning. There's two trucks in front of me plus the one that's getting washed. And then nobody behind me yet, but there's somebody behind this car hauler. So I think we'll be all right. It might take about an hour or so, but it's not a big deal.
That check engine light is still there. I had a truck wash tell me once that I could not film at a truck wash. I filmed anyway, but they said no film here. But I don't know why they wouldn't want that, but.
You guys will have to stop here and fuel in about a mile or two. Let me show you. We are on.
He has no fuel.
Empty.
Zero.
So that's fun.
And he's in the middle of nowhere.
Should be all right. Fuel stations are right here. So we got that going for us. But Old Red is running really well. So far, no issues.
Spoke too soon.
So
she's doing a regen,
so far,
which is on the dashboard. He has not mentioned who Old Red is, so his audience doesn't have a clue about that truck or me or anything.
We're in Nevada. Mile marker 106. I used to fuel here a lot with my last company, but now I don't get discounts here. I don't have a choice. So let's get this fuel. It's about 20 degrees outside. It's freezing, so I might not record anything. We'll see how I feel. But I will update. Oh my God, this road sucks.
I think he has a head camera on.
All right, guys, so I was able to find somewhere where I can sleep without dying of being cold, so get a better look. This hose is bad. Got two new hoses. I think they're the same size. So I'm gonna come down, replace them, and put, you know, these maybe these are new fittings on them, and hopefully it works. So I have to buy a knife.
Many of those hoses are the original hoses.
I brought my toolbox because I really didn't have any. I don't have any knives or anything, so it's gonna be one of these two pipes. It's gonna be either this little one, this bigger one, but it's probably gonna be a little one, I think. So we'll see. Well, let's do it. As soon as I eat my croissant, then I'll get to it. It's actually pretty cold. It's about like 30 degrees out here in Wells, Nevada. Oh, get back here. So,
it's hard to eat and film. Trust me.
Let's get to it. All right, guys. Got this down. Should be good now. I was gonna replace this one too.
Oh, the memories.
So much coolant was coming out, so I just left it. So we should be good now. I think if these clamps hold, we'll be all right. So I mean, clamps are fine, but you never know. So yeah. So let's clean up, add coolant, and skedaddle. Get going because I'm ready.
Of course, add coolant.
So let's get it. Another issue. I figured I'd look into it first because I had
an air leak.
So one of the issues, it's hard when you're listening for an air leak because it sounds like it's coming from here, over there, behind you, and inside your head. So I moved this hose, and I barely moved this stupid hose, and I don't even know if it's gonna fit. Let's see with this big old fitting. I mean, I hope it does. Yeah, I think it is. So I moved this hose, and then the fitting went to crap, which this is the old fitting. So I cut the hose down a little bit to make it fresh, and it was still screwing up. So I had another leak that was up here, right there, that black hose, the top one you see. And see, even now I don't have any Teflon tape, so I hope it does not leak. So I'm gonna drive this into here like so. If it fits, like I said, my luck is never that good. And bolt it down, and hopefully when I put this back in, it doesn't leak. So we'll see. We'll wing it. You know how much pee I'm laying in right now at the Petro truck stop. So anyway, I need 2 hands for this.
Ah, the good old adjustable end wrench.
Keep you guys updated, man. Like so, took a little finagling, but we got it. So before I put a zip tie back here, I had to cut this one. So before I put a zip tie here, I gotta make sure it's not leaking. If you're gonna be an owner-operator,
you gotta do all this.
Simple as that.
So let that be a learning message for you.
Fire it up, let it run a little bit, build up some air, see what we got.
Still doing a regen.
Pulling in to get some fuel over here.
But the code's gone.
Sat Bros, Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Oh, it's there. I don't know if that's a speed detector or an FM XM satellite radio on the dashboard. Sat Brothers, one of my favorite truck stops.
And the sun is bright. I hate driving west. Alright, we'll pick a random spot. Go into. So we made it with, can't even see that, 13 gallons left. I mean, there's more than that, but 13 is kind of what it's showing.
It gives you a benchmark of how much film you have.
It's one of my favorite
Fuel,
spots to stop.
not film.
The showers are not that bad either, I guess.
All right, let's take a quick break here while he gets fuel. Let you stand up, move around, get situated, and I'll, of course, get some more coffee. Stand by. Okay, welcome back. Let's get back into Minel fueling, finishing up fueling at Sat Brothers in Cheyenne. No spare tire. He does not carry a spare tire. Maybe he does in his trailer.
This will make it really small. From here,
Yeah. That's the fuel tank that broke on my way to California. Got a crack in it.
I'll drop as much as I can. Oh yeah, as you can tell. Nice
I guess that's fog.
Got about 4 hours away from my delivery. I'm gonna stop in about 2.5 hours in Andy, I believe that's what it's called, like right in Des Moines area. Meeting up with somebody off of Facebook Market to buy a part from a Harley.
He rides Harleys.
And, at 5 a.m.
Nice.
And then from there we'll continue on. We have all day to wait tomorrow until 5 a.m. Tuesday. So tomorrow's Monday. So yeah, we'll have all day to kill tomorrow. And then 5 a.m. Tuesday is our appointment at Costco. So yeah, we'll just wing it. Gonna take my time, no rush. Just kind of out just been driving 65, 70s, chilling. Old Red's doing alright for sitting for so long, not going over the road. This truck is doing pretty good. I'm not complaining at all. There's some stuff that needs to get worked out, some things, but it's a price to pay for an emissions truck.
Exactly.
What up, world? So we're in I don't know, Yankee, Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa area, and just getting the day started. It's about 2 p.m. Yeah, 1:30 actually.
I don't know if he rides with his heat on. I would be sweating to death.
I'm not tired, but headed up to Alberley or Alberley. I don't know. I'm not American, alright? I don't know. So anyway, headed up there to TA to see if they'll do a forced region on this truck. I think it's regenning right now, but I'm not sure. I don't have any issues, but I just have some kind of filter issues where it's either not regenning, doesn't want to do a part regen. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to take it over there, see how long it'll take for them. I have all day to kill, so I'm not too worried about getting it.
We really need to get him a microphone. Raise your hand if you
See
agree.
if they can just do it and clear it so that we can start all over again, and I can do my weekly run, go home, and take care of the issue accordingly. So we'll see how that works. Now we're just headed this way. It's gloomy. It's hot. I mean, it's hot. It's hot with sweaters on. It's gloomy. It's cold. And I actually slept with the truck off last night. It was at like 30 degrees, but this cab is so small.
I still take no medications.
We'll see what happens. So let's go this way, and I'll update you guys what happens when we get there, and if we have to do a park, not a park, well, if we have to do a forced park regen for the computer and whatever.
He's taking his truck to Volvo to get a forced regen done.
Well, we just dropped off at Costco, and now we're at the world's smallest Kenworth dealer. And speaking of Kenworth dealers, I think we ran into Trucker Avocado. I know it's probably not him, but it's just funny because his truck's always at the Kenworth dealer. So
Trucker Avocado,
anyway, so
never
yeah,
heard of him.
Unloaded about 30 miles ago, and I just came back over here. Gonna check in, see if they can do a forced regen on my truck and make it work right. So I'm not having any issues, but I just don't want any future issues. So
well, there will be future issues if you have EGR.
So let's go that way.
The good old coffee scene. This segment is brought to you by our friend, and a shout out to Hunter. I know him as a Huntet in Pensacola, Florida. And he'll be watching this also. A shout out to you, man. Does a lot of hunting, shoots a lot of deer. Doesn't drink coffee like Manel here. So a shout out to you, Hunter. You need to be an engineer to figure out a coffee pot these days. Better than most Volvo dealers, I'll tell you that.
Got my truck back and the repair bill. They said they restarted a filter, and I guess they did because the regen kicked on. But he said no promises, and I still do have the code down here on the dash. The truck was doing a regen when I parked and shut it off. So when I start rolling, I'm hoping it actually does the regen and finishes it. Then when I get home, I'll pull it off and we'll get it clean because I can't risk it. So if the truck comes back out on the road in a week or something and it goes into period mode or whatever.
D-rate is the term.
For them to run just the computer and hook up the Insight. So my buddy does have the Insight Cummins program. I was supposed to get it, but I didn't grab it. The way our schedules worked out.
Insight is a software that reads the Cummins engine so that mechanics can do things to the engine, change settings, view the engine. And that's what he's talking about. You have that on your laptop, mechanics, etc. So let's continue here.
So yeah, guess we'll see. So hopefully no more issues with the DPS stuff.
Just a note, though, for those of you that like the filmmaking aspect of what I did. If you notice the sunshade that's right there to his left, you'll see some Velcro strips. Many times I would Velcro my phone to those strips. And if I didn't have my GoPro mounted, I would have them on those strips. Never liked those shots because they were always vibrating a lot. But if you're on a nice road that's soft and smooth, you could get a nice shot through your dashboard if you don't have your GoPro outside. So just some trivia there. Back to Manel on his trip in Minnesota, talking about his truck.
So I picked up in Minneapolis, going down to Davenport. It's right by Davenport. It's between Davenport and Illinois. It's on the Illinois border. But anyway, so delivering there tomorrow. It's about 300 something miles, like 5.5 hours from where I'm at right here. And then tomorrow I have a pickup at 4 p.m. So my delivery's at 10. My pickup is at 4 for the next load. And it's coming back up here to Rogers, Minnesota. And from Rogers, Minnesota, I'm probably gonna end up going home. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but I think I'm gonna aim for going home or maybe down south, or maybe Colorado, maybe Utah, and then come back up to like Denver or something. Just stay out a little bit before I head back home. So we'll see how that goes. But right now I just got some pizza. My diet's going well. I got some apple. Some of those apples are overpriced for no reason.
Because they can.
My Go Juice, gotta have the Go Juice. Even though it doesn't do anything, it just tastes better than water. Wow, that's a beautiful every night. And then after that, we'll figure it out. So, well guys, we are at Iowa 80. The world's largest truck stop. So, gonna stop here for a little bit, just kind of chill, see what they have, if they have anything new for the K-word, K-dub, whatever you want to call it, the K-wop. I'm gonna see if they got some chrome pieces that I'm missing, and maybe we'll buy something. So let's go and see what they have inside, and we'll go from there.
They have nothing for Volvos, that's for sure.
They have a lot of stuff here. This is for my motorcycle. They have a lot of stuff, but they don't have a lot of stuff with them now. So, yeah, I don't know. But the killer stuff here. I don't have a lot of the stuff that I need.
I see a few people with masks on. He doesn't have one on. Here where I live, we don't have much virus stuff. It's not a big deal here. So, and I appreciate those of you who send me messages all the time asking me how I am. I'm fine. I don't have the virus. I'm not dead.
I guess you get some stuff for Old Red.
If you can find something, buy it. Oh, he does have a mask on. Shame on me.
Brake, whatever, the shifters. name of the yada here. Extensions.
Don't click off yet. He's going to move along really quick. If you don't want to see all this, be patient. More is coming. Don't go away. I never got this detailed.
Really expensive, but well worth it. I felt it. I don't know where that pedal is going to be. And it's not too right, probably like this. Right here. I think I'll go. Maybe I should get it right now, so I can think about it later.
While he's shopping, I'll just tell this story real quick. When he picked up Old Red from me in Orlando, he was doing a trip from Orlando to Sacramento. And, you know, I was keeping my fingers crossed that he'd make it. And he picks up his load, he gets all the way to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, right there. And what goes out? The water pump. So he pulls over, finds a mechanic. It was a holiday, I forget what holiday. And he gets the water pump replaced. That was like $1,500 or something like that. So that would have happened to me. That is the next big thing that I would have had to pay for. Not that $1,500 is a big thing, but I'm sure he wasn't so happy picking up the truck and then having to get the water pump fixed. I didn't know what was going out, but it's just one of those things in trucking that happens. And but then Old Red made it all the way home. I guess it was regenning then okay. Or he didn't mention that, but he did make it to Phoenix and then to Sacramento. And then the truck sat for 2 years. So here she is out on her maiden voyage, if you're just joining us here at Iowa 80 in Iowa, of course, the world's biggest truck stop. Has everything for trucks except Volvo stuff. Nobody has Volvo stuff. Let's join Manel as he's talking to us. A shout out to Basil in New Zealand, my friend of mine down there. Been with the show for a few years, and a shout out to him. I am getting your message, Basil. I'm never on Facebook, so those of you that message me on Facebook, sometimes I see them, but sometimes I don't. But I never respond because I'm never on Facebook Messenger. So I apologize. But thanks for the messages. I'm doing great, everyone.
You got the money you spend, right? I will get one of these right now. That's what I forgot. Okay. I probably won't ever do one of these on my hood. Never been a fan. But if I do, I'll let you guys know.
Should I fast forward through this, or do you want to watch it? See, if this were live, you could tell me. We will fast through this, the rest of this Iowa 80. Wow, there's a lot more. There we go. We're back out to the next scene. So let's join him.
Appointment's at 10. There's somebody in the door. It's impossible to get a hold of anybody because everything's by phone numbers, and you call them, they're working, so they can't pick up. I assume that's how people end up late to their appointments. Where did Peterbilt go? He was just here. Oh, there he is. They have different shipping and receiving sides.
The regen finished. Good.
So we'll be right up here. I guess it's parked in the middle of the road. It's not really a road because behind me is a dead end. So it's just whoever comes here. Now, I don't know if they want me to open my doors. Ew, I don't want to go to dirt, get my wheels dirty. I don't know if they want me to open my doors or what, but I'm just gonna park right here and wait, I guess. So, whatever. There's only 2 docks. So there's this guy. I'm assuming that's their truck because it doesn't look like it's been moved. And then underneath him over there, that's the door we'll be going into. So, welcome to Iowa, boys. Your boy walking to get some panda. Oh, I almost lost my phone. I parked way down there. Come all the way.
That's right. As a truck driver,
But
you gotta walk
it's
to
a good
where
little
the
bit
food
of
is.
cardio, you know. Weather's really nice right now, and I think I'm still in the Illinois area. Maybe Iowa. No, I'm in Iowa now. I see the front license plate of this guy. So they said they'll leave my food in between the doors over here. So that's cool, I guess. Let's get this food and head down to our pickup. I'm gonna get my broom. I'm documenting this in case they come and yell at me before I start sweeping. Because typically, I'll never do this. I will never throw my junk out. I will always grab a bag or a big ass piece of cardboard if I have it. You know, this is somebody else's property. You can't just dump your crap into it. So I usually sweep it all into like one pile and then just pick it up in a bag. It's not that hard. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna grab my broom and we'll get to it. So let's get a little time lapse going for you guys. But let's get it.
Great shot. He sweeps from the back to the front. I've never done it that way.
We got a door.
He has a code now.
I've been
Another
here
code.
before, back in the day. So luckily I remember. Woo! I don't want my door to open because if that shit opens,
One of his lights is burned
it's
out.
gonna get ripped off. Door 42. You guys try to remember that because
Door
I forget
42.
things. This is a one-way, so
Or brake light. It says brake
I don't
light.
think we'll hit anybody. Ooh, I'm going too fast. I have my tandem lever pulled, so if you hit the brakes hard, the trailer will lock up and the tandems will slide back and smack the protective rail. And also, I know that these docks are tight. I remembered it from last time, like I said, so I don't like my tandems all the way back when I'm backing up.
I don't either.
So I don't even know what 42 is. Oh, it's the last one next to that Freightliner up there. Jeez, this is gonna be
That's
fun.
the hardest one to get
Too bad.
into.
I think they made more room last time. I don't remember having this much room. Well, See if I can get it. I would record, but there's people watching. I'm too nervous. Well, got a pleasant good morning from Mother Nature. We're in York, Nebraska. Woke up to, I mean, it's snowing, but it's nothing crazy. Freeways are looking nice and clear. It's just wet. Like right here, it's just slush. But overall,
he fixed his brake light.
We got another, I want to say 500 miles tonight. Maybe less, maybe more. So we'll see what the freeway brings. Oh, we're looking pretty good. So the storm is coming from west. It's going east. But it hasn't been that bad, so I have friends that are in front of me. I have about 4 friends, 2 are coming this way, 3 are going that way. They all passed me already, so while I was asleep. The highway patrol up here in the median.
Snow.
It's a little windy.
She's doing a regen.
Blowing a little bit of snow, but nothing too crazy still. It's been about 100 miles since I last recorded or so it's not a little bit more snow accumulated, but it hasn't gotten much worse on the road itself. There was a couple accidents. There was 1 car and then 1 RV. The car looks like it happened earlier, but the RV looks like it happened last night or something. I just passed it.
All right, I guess that ends it. And that concludes our show. I would like to go back to his channel if we can get back really quick. This shows you that this is live. If you want to watch his videos, go to Keep On Truckin'. I think I said that earlier. That's his channel, spelled that way. He has 956 subscribers. That's pretty good. Good deal. Let's give him some more subscribers, hopefully, if there's anyone watching this show. If you want to see, I don't know if he'll make more Old Red videos, but if he does, you could watch them. Thanks, Manel, for featuring Old Red. I'm Indiana Jack, and thanks for watching this show about Old Red.